Alright, continuing on with Pokemon. I have played Gen 3 a couple of times through. I played Emerald. So we're going to do them as well. I may not remember every single Pokemon's name, but I'll pull up a list and look it up as I go if I need to. This is the one gen I will say where the starter Pokemon do get better as they evolve. For the most part. So Trico. Trico's a B. No, Trico's an A. Because Trico's cool. Little tree frog, lizard, gecko. Grovyle is cooler. He looks like he's a badass. Got his claws, got his little leaves sticking out. He's cool. Sceptile takes a little bit of a downgrade because he just looks a little derpier. He looks bland. So Grovyl's the best of them three. Torchic is also an A, easily. It's a cute little, fire chicken, baby chick. Combuskin is also a fire chicken, but has some big thick drumsticks. He's just not as good of a chicken. Or too much chicken, not enough fight chicken. Blaziken is in between the two. He's a good little fire chicken. He looks cool. Even though he's got his little bell bottom jeans and the boots with fur, but it is what it is. Mudkip is okay as well. He's not as good as the other three starters, as the other two starters rather, but he's alright. Marshtomp looks a little derpy. He looks a little vacant behind the eyes, but he's still cool. Or he's still alright. He's better than Combuskin, but not as good as the others. Swampert is also an improvement on Marshtomp, but he's also like Blaziken. He goes right between the starter and the mid-ev. Poochyena, adorable little dog. Not too great though. Mightyena loses the adorableness, but he's still a cool dog. Mightyena's a B. Zigzagoon, much like Sentret, it's middle of the road. See, he's what he is. Linoone, same thing as Furret, basically, from the last gen, is what he is. Wurmple, cute little worm. I think, honestly, he's better than Caterpie, but not better than Weedle, like from Gen 1. Wurmple can be a B. Silcoon, though, the cocoon, he's a D. He's boring. He is what he's a thing. He's Beautifly, not as good as Butterfree, but, he's better than a cocoon, so he can be a C. Cascoon, also D, because he's just a boring cocoon. He's not, it's an angry cocoon. Dustox, also interesting. He's a C, because he's not a good bug Pokemon. He's an ugly bug Pokemon. Lotad, derpy looking. Low C, because he's alright. Lombre, sad and derpy looking. He's a D, but he's better than Cocoons because he's depressed. It's fine. Ludicolo, that's pretty good. He can be a B. He's just a happy sombrero wearing duck, lily pad, wherever the fuck he is. Seedot, much like Sunkern, nothing special, but he's at least cute. He at least has good eyes. He's cute. He can be a C. Nuzleaf, thick boy with them thick thighs. He's a D because he's creepy. Shiftry is cool, but he's not an A for me. He's an angry Pinocchio woodpecker. I don't know what the fuck he is. Tailo is an honorary fruit Pidgey. He's an A because he's a cool bird. And Swellow is a cooler Tailo because he evolves and he looks cool. Tailo is going to go down to a B, yeah. Wingull, seagulls themselves are evil and stupid. Wingull is a seagull, so he's also terrible. Pelipper, he's a pelican, which pelicans are interesting birds, but he just looks dumb. He's stupid. I don't like him. Ralts, while popular, looks dumb to me. That's a D. Corellia gets some personality, but I'm still not a huge fan. It could be a C. Gardevoir, we're not going to talk about a lot, but it's a C as well. Gardevoir can be a B. Surskit is adorable and cute. He's an A. We're going to make Torchic an S. Torchic, I changed my mind. Torchic's an S. This thing, Masquerain. Masquerain is better than Dustox. It's a C. Shroomish, ugly, stupid design. Don't like him. Just looks like a sick mushroom. Shroomish does evolve into Breloom, which Breloom is an A, because Breloom is actually pretty cool. Slackoth, a sloth. I don't. He's cute, but he's worthless in my opinion. I don't like him. Vigoroth, a stupid evolution. Don't like him. Looks like an F. Slaking, same thing as Slackoth. Just, whatever. I don't care. Nincada is cool as fuck. Nincada I like. He's an A. Ninjask also cool as fuck, but Ninjask isn't this, because Ninjask just looks cool. He's a badass bug. Shedinja looks cool, but also looks dumb. Shedinja's a C. Whismer's a D, he's ugly, I don't like him. Loudred, F, doesn't deserve to exist. Exploud, he'll fuck you up, he looks like something he'd be like something out of Rampage, just fucking up the city. Makuhita, I don't know. What do we want to do with Makuhita? Makuhita can be Makuhita's a C. There's nothing wrong with him, but he's not great. Hariyama, big fighter boy. He's also a C. Azurill, B and A, or an S, because he turns into Meryl. Meryl's cool too. Nosepass F, stupid, hate him, don't care. Skitty, I like my cats, and he's better than Persian, but not as good as Meowth, so they can be a B. Delcatty doesn't look as good as Skitty, same problem as Meowth turning into Persian, he's a C. Sableye is an S. No, Sableye is an A, because he's not as good as... Sableye doesn't look as good as Sneasel, so Sableye can be an A. He's not an S up there with Sneasel in the last game. Mawile is just fucking creepy. That's a D. Aeron, the basic version, he's a B. And he turns into Lairon. Lairon is a downgrade in terms of looks and personality. That's a C. But Aggron, I will say, is cool. He's not as cool as like Tyranitar in Gen 2, but he's an A. Medite F stupid. Meditite F stupid. Or Medicham rather. Medicham. Electrike is a C. He's okay. He's cool, but he's not great. Manectric, though. Manectric can go up to a B, because Manectric is cooler than him. Plussy and Minun, they're just middle of the road basically. They're like these guys, Zigzagoon and Linoone. They're just there. They're okay. They don't really do anything. Same thing with, Volbeat and Illuminize are bug Pokemon and ugly. They're not even cute. They can go down to D. Urzella is cute and cool. Nice concept. That can be a B. Gulpin, ugly and stupid F. Swallow, ugly and stupid F. Carvana is pretty cool. Carvana's a C. You know, he'll fuck you up if you go swimming with him. Piranha, you know. Sharpedo also a C, not as cool as Carvana. Whalmer is a C as well, because he's just, you know, a spherical whale. He evolves into the huge ass Whalelord, which can be a B, because I'm not big on Whalelord, but he is what he is. Numel, or Nummel, I don't know how you say it, I don't care. That's a D. Camerupt, the fire camel, he's a C, just for being a little interesting. Instead of humps, he's got a volcano on his back. Torkoal S. Torkoal's cool. I like turtles. I like Torkoal. Spoink. Spoink is cute, but he's not special. Spoink is a C. Grumpig is an F. Bad design, don't like him, he's ugly. Spinda. Spinda's a D. Because Spinda looks interesting, but he's, again, not something special. He's not important. Trapinch itself is a C. Like, he's good. You know, Trapinch is a B. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. You know, he's got his perfect face. And he's a little, he looks like a turtle, but he's a B. Vibrava then turns into an A because he's badass looking, cool little dragonfly. And then Flygon is an S because Flygon is a cool fucking dragon. Cacnea is pretty adorable. He looks like something he could be in Super Mario. Cacnea is a B. Cacturn, on the other hand, is not as great. Cacturn's a C. He's not terrible, but he's not as good. Swablu is a B. He's alright, he's pretty cool. Pretty cute. Then he turns to Altaria, which is another great dragon. He's an S. Zangoose, same deal as a lot of the C's, just middle of the road. Nothing special, but pretty interesting looking. Seviper, he's actually cool looking, but still nothing super interesting. Middle of the road. Not quite middle of the road, but a little bit better. Seviper. He'd be a B. Lunatone and Solrock, two sides of the same coin. They're there. They got the same vibes as like Magmar and all them. They're just right there. Barboach looks stupid. Don't like him. Whiscash though looks at least cool. He can be a B, even though he's, you know, trying to be Wario with a W on his head. Corfish is a C because he's a lobster. He's not a crab. He can't be cool. Groudon, an ugly lobster. That is a worse evolution. He's a D. Baltoy is at least cute and somewhat neat. He's a C. And then we get Claydol. That looks like something out of Yu-Gi-Oh! That Pegasus would have summoned. He can be a D. A high D. He's almost a C, but not quite for me. Lilip and Cordilli, Fs. There's bottom dwelling sea plants. Anoram, he looks cool. He looks neat for being what he is. He's just there. And he evolves into Armaldo, and Armaldo is pretty badass, I will say. But still a high C. He's not good enough to be a B. Phoebus you think would be the same as Magikarp, but he's just uglier and less personality. He goes in here. Melodic can be an S though, because it's better. It looks better than Gyarados. It's a cool evolution from Phoebus. It's pretty badass. Chaos form and its million different forms are all D's because they're not special. They're just okay. You know, it depends on the weather. What kind of guess from you and blah blah blah. Fuck off. Kelkion is pretty cool, but still just a B because he's a little weird looking. Shuppet is adorable and also a great ghost Pokemon. He's an S. Or, you know, he's not an S, he's an A. He's a high A. Bayonet, not quite as good, loses the charm. Again, like many evolutions, he goes down to also a high C. Duskull, a B, because he's not great, but he's okay. Dusclops, same deal as many, goes down to a D, because he's not as good as Duskull. Tropius, cool as fuck leaf dinosaur, he gets to be an S. Chimecho, don't care, F. Absol's pretty cool. Absol's cool looking. Absol could be a lot of things, but he's just an A. Because he's cool looking, but he's not, you know, not special enough to be an S. Why not? F. Stupid design, don't like it. Snorunt, D. Not a great design, but not quite terrible enough to be an F. Glalie, same deal. Don't like its design. Looks like something. It looks like an angry Frieza head from Dragon Ball Z, basically. Spheal. Spheal's adorable. Spheal is a good high A. Again, not quite an S, but he's still pretty much up there. And Walrein. Or we skip Celia. Walrein's that. What did I click on? I clicked on Celia. I'm sorry. God. Celia's an A. Not quite as good as Spheal, but still cute. Still adorable. Looks like he has a fake mustache. Then Walrein. Walrein, again, loses the charm and just gets angry. He's a B. Clamperl, much like Shelter, is cute and adorable and gets to be an A. Then these monstrosities it evolves into Huntail and Gorbis. Huntail's an F. Huntail looks stupid as fuck. Gorbis isn't as stupid, but he's still pretty bad. He's a D. Relicanth, just no. No. Love Disc, it's a heart, it's pink, it's fine, it can be a D. Bagon and Shelgon both look dumb, they're both D's. But then Salamence is pretty good, he can be a B. Because, you know, he looks cool at the end of the evolution tree. Beldum looks stupid, but he doesn't look stupid as these other fuckers, so he's a C. Matang is a drop from Beldum, doesn't look as cool, looks weird, he's a D. But the Metagross come up above them and be a B, because Metagross is cool, I like Metagross. Regirock, Regice, and Registeel, we're gonna throw it together. They're all mildly annoying. They're all kind of tough. They're all just C's. They're C's. They're not special. They're just mild annoyances in life. Latios and Latios, same deal. They're cool, but they're not as cool as other legendaries. They're just kind of there. They can be high C's. They're high C's. They're not B's. They don't get to be B's. Kyogre is a cool as fuck water legendary. He's an A. Groudon is a pretty cool legendary. He's also an A. Rayquaza, yes, I will make an S. I'll be that person. He's a cool fucking sky dragon. He looks like he'd fuck you up. He's a badass. Jirachi, not a fan of. Much like Celebi, he's not that great for a legendary. He's just a C. Deoxys is a cool idea. He's a badass in the movies and TV show and whatnot. Is he as good as these boys? He's definitely above a C. He's not a C. He can be a B. He can be a high B. In Gen 3, not as familiar as Gen 2 and Gen 1, but I played through it enough times. That's my opinions. And it's not as well thought out or as well informed as the other two. But we'll take it. GG's again.